Okay. Sincere apologies for the cutoff. I was not paying attention to the clock at all. Okay. Dogs let out. Everything is good. Picked up the stuff off the floor. It's all good. Okay. So now what we were talking about before. Medical intuition. Okay. So what I've been trying to lead you into is into your own body, right? So we're getting safe in our skin, we're getting safe in our bodies, we're getting safe in our bones. This is going to be your conversation with yourself for hopefully the rest of your life. And you know, if you believe in reincarnation, every life after this, hopefully. Because once you get into that mode, it doesn't necessarily leave, it's that you have to remember it. Okay, so this is more of a remembering thing. This is more of a remembering thing because the systems that we have over us right now are setting up for us to not be safe enough in our body to access these things. Okay, and when you begin to access, you're going to come across these modalities. They bubble up naturally. It's natural human function. Just how we observe other wild creatures talking with zero language. That's how we are going to begin to come into existence together. How fucking cool is that? How fucking amazing is that? Okay, so this is just the beginning of that. So if you're like, I'm a po folk, I don't have no money to know nothing. I was like that too. And then I got into a different job and whatever else. And now I'm kind of in the same boat. Where I'm like, I got nothing. So what do I do? Okay, because we're going to begin to see an influx of people needing medical attention, and not having access to it because of the way the system is now being rigged again. It's like that revamp. Everything, slavery is getting a remake, and people are choosing to support the system that's keeping them enslaved. So here we go. Okay, so until people get that figured out for themselves and realize that they need to pull their pentacles out of their own enslavement, we're gonna have to just cope with what we're coping with, okay? For lack of a better fucking word, I know. Let's cope. I don't know. Isn't that being used as some sort of slang term right now? Anyway, so until people come to the conclusion that they can, if we all set it down at the same time, do you know what happens? Freedom. But the freedom scares people because they're so dependent on the system. The gas being sold and this, that, and the other thing, and yada, yada, yada. Everything's going to come to a halt. Because we don't have leaders to talk to other leaders about how to dictate everybody else's life. So the gas stays where it is until somebody decides to call up the guy with the gas and say, hey, could you possibly ship us some over here? And that's going to be the real issue. Is like, I don't want anybody who's currently in the system calling anybody for any kind of help. Sorry, hard pass. Not my gig. Not my vote. Anyway. That's you. See, I am that allergic to it. Anyway. So that's a little aspect of medical intuition. I am allergic to it. I'm now allergic to it. So when we can gradually introduce ourselves to the instruction of the universe and the cosmos and whatever the hell you want to call it, that rather than saying things like, excuse me, I need to take a drink of water. Rather than saying things like, oh, I'm not able to because I can't take those words out of your vocabulary. Okay. I always have what I need with me. I always have more than enough, and I always have what I need with me. So the healing starts with these. Okay. 30 seconds of rubbing. 30 seconds. You gotta, you can use this on plants even. You can use this on plants, you can use it on crystals. Okay? Everything that's sentient that has like life flowing through it. Okay? So, rocks have life, so yeah, that's where we get sacred geometry from. Not mathematicians. We get sacred geometry from crystals. Okay? So, and every crystal holds a fruit. Oh my god, it's going woo-woo. Yeah, it's measurable though. I just figured it out. It's measurable. You can measure it. It's not anything woo-woo or nope. Nope. Okay, so. Okay. These hot little babies right here. So. Contrast. We're learning through contrast. Okay. Okay, so this hand, this is just my interpretation. This doesn't have to be yours. And I don't know what crystal this is, so we can't get sight. You know I'm gonna have to do it for yourself. Can't talk, you ain't nothing. I'm gonna have to get into it. Okay, and this doesn't have to be two different whatever stones. This could be just an acorn and a something else. This wants me giggling. This wants me happy and giddy and giggling and connected and flowing and juicy and just living in the moment and flourishing and beautiful and like connecting all the things together. And giggles, just giggles. This one wants giggles. Desperately wants giggles. Desperately wants giggles. I don't remember. My girlfriend like sent me like a little TikTok video of some dude some really cute guy going, I want women to take, not just women though. I want, witchy, freaky, yogi, just all these different healer, radical, funky, freaky, fun, witchy, women to take over the world. And at some point, like, he said the word pagan and just started unbuttoning his shirt, and he took his glasses off and wiped his forehead. Oh, so sweet. I was like, okay, yeah, all right, buddy, we'll get there. We just gotta let some things fall first. Okay, we're coming. We're here. We just gotta get the fuck out of our way. And then he was like, I'll carry your gongs down to the forest. I'll collect wood and chop wood for you. I'll occupy the kids with slapstick humor. Oh man, he's like, use me, I'm at your service, and whatever else. Just please get us out of this shithole. We're coming. We just gotta let some things get out of the way first. Okay, we're all here. And they are working to kill us off. They're working real hard to kill us off. Busting their ass, trying to make us poor and scared and whatever else. And they just did that in the streets, so it was nice to see that guy. Nice to see him. That was such a relief. Yeah, our divine masculine, they're out there fucking rocking it. And no, they're not all subordinates like that. He was probably just joking to some extent. Because you gotta have some skill. You gotta have some know-how. If you're gonna do slapstick and chop wood, you gotta have some skills. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, I'm trying to tap into this other one. This one wants me stable. This wants me solid, invested, almost committed, sturdy. Tay in the wind. If you ever seen that movie, Mel, Jodie Foster I'm sorry. Did that upset you? Did it bring back memories? That was Lily. Tay in the wind. She's just watching the energy flow. That's kind of what this is asking for. Steady, powerful, gracefully immovable. That's what I'm getting off this stone. Grounded but lighthearted. It might be a residual. Maybe you should just work with one stone. But that's how we learn the contrast, right? The contrast. My palm was almost like tingly for this rock. Like, I want to pick this one back up again because it's delightful. Okay? And then push them together. Integrate. Like a tree in the wind. Where there's love, there's life. Okay, I'll let you kind of meditate a little, or screenshot it. Maybe like look at one and then look at the other and then feel how you feel in your body with them and write it down. And again, I don't know their names. They were gifts. This is a really cool one, though, I will say. That's quite unique. This one, if I had to venture, it'd be some sort of moss agate. But I'm not for sure. Okay? See, the not knowing thing is okay. The not knowing thing is okay. You just learn to read the energies. Okay? So, you already got the system. You already just vet out as much as the patriarchy nonsense has downloaded into your system and just get curious. Okay? Support your local sisters. Irregardless if they're witchy or not, or if they're in energy or whatever it is. Support women right now the most because we okay, so, you know, those of us who feel that collectiveness in our bones, we need our witchy loves, we need our feed, we need our companionship, especially right now, because we are trying to rise through the cracks of this crumbling system, and we're just making sure that nobody gets hit, okay, while the scaffolding falls. Okay. And I'm not saying that you have to vet men out of this process. There are gorgeous, beautiful men out there, but unfortunately right now they're at risk too. We just had that made apparent to us. So, okay. All right. Any other energetic things? Oh, runes. Besides rich runes. Even though it said it backwards. So, I'm going to pick one out of the bag. Now, these I have not memorized. So, we're going to need the little book. But, well, okay. So there's, oh, sorry. Cat hair! Yay! Little kitty hairs. Okay. It's all part of being a woman. Alright. The Norris had it right. You get married, you gift your woman 2 cats. Period. The end. And she'll be happier with a fat tabby. Just saying. Mm-hmm. Alright. Ooh. I haven't quite figured out what happens when they fly out of your finger and land on the floor. But there's this one. Dangle, dangle. That looks like a sickle to me, first off. Okay, so this is, again, not paying attention. I did this with the cards the other day. What does it say to you? What does this say to you? Go ahead and take a little screeny shot of it. What does it say to you? This says crossroads to me. It could signify the directions as well, the 4 directions. Fucking Naco Bear used to have a great song. Well, he still has a great song, but it's fucking another one bites the dust when it comes to the scene of the Epps behaviors. Okay, so when you digest this, and since 2 of them came out, maybe you compare and contrast. Right? Like, right? So, when we have the opportunity to explore these modalities and see what they really mean, and just sit with them. And again, you can hold them, you can put them, if you feel like it, face down in your palm and hold on to it and put it face down in your, so this is your receiving hand. Your right hand is no. This is your giving hand. This is your receiving hand. This is what you put out with, your masculine. Okay. And this is your receiving, your feminine hand, the left. Okay. So you can change whichever one you want. What energy am I receiving? What energy is this telling me to put out? And instinctively, this says out to me. So that goes in the out hand, and this says into me, so this goes on the in hand. Now, I did that instinctively without really thinking about it much, but notice that stuff. Notice how you're automatically functioning in there, in that space anyway. And oftentimes we do this and we're not picking up on it. We're doing it subconsciously. The more you can bring into your conscious, about to shake the camera because Lily Lou's sharpening the claws. So remembering that you already have this in you is going to be huge on the journey to energetic reading. Remembering that it's already there. It's not anything anybody can instruct. It's just an exploration of energy. You don't have to do what I'm doing right now. You don't have to do the exploration of what I'm doing. You could do it with whatever the hell you want. You can just start with people, reading the energy that comes off people, reading ants. If you want to read an ant, they have lots of medicine. That's one of the creatures on the native wheel. Where did it go? The native medicine wheel. Son of a monkey's butt nugget. I have it somewhere over the rainbow. But that's a good thing to look into. That's one of the creatures on there. So the ant holds a lot of medicine. It's like a scorpion. It wears the skeleton on the outside. So, don't know why that came up, but here we are. So, I use the animal medicine. And again, these are all energetic patterns that you can tap into. Not just tap into to read, but utilize. By stepping into the energy of like an ant, you're protecting yourself from the outside. It's like Batman, shield up. That was the worst impression. I apologize. Anyway. Okay. But you get the gist, if you've ever seen The Good One, it's the good one. Or maybe it's one of the good ones. If Tim Burton did the directing, it's one of the good ones. And I know, lady, you said don't like celebrities. I don't, but those were good movies. And don't ask me who played in it. Keaton, Piper, Divino. I'm pretty sure they all 3 were in that movie. Pretty sure. Don't quote me. But it was a good movie. It was a really good movie. Okay. Now I want to go watch it. Okay. So, what else? We explored the cards, explored this, that, and the other thing. People, places, animals. you can do planets too. You don't have to rely on an astrologer. That's the other thing, is like, that's so patriarchal too. The astrology is so patriarchal. Ooh. Oh. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Very patriarchal. So that's another, we're not going to have to remake the wheel, but we're going to have to rewrite it and put some things in it. I always get the pronunciation wrong, but the 13th sign that we're always missing, the snake gods. Yeah, that one. Mm-hmm. They did a big fucking boo-boo. Big fucking. And I don't think the Vedic is the answer either, because, like, even when you get into the Vedic chart, there's no fucking sign for that. So, when we ignore something, that means there's probably especially in the patriarchal, when something's ignored, it means it's really powerful, and we shouldn't look at it because it could overthrow the system. Okay, I have no idea why I felt the need to talk like that, but there we are. Okay, so in case you're dying of curiosity as to what these are, I will read them for you. Well, that's the readings. Okay. La 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 la. Okay, so it is, yeah, crossroads. Duh. It's kind of self-explanatory. Hello, trying to read without the glare. Crossroads is a troublesome ruin associated with dark gray. Sometimes meanings could be multiple paths available, major life decisions, feeling stuck, lack of confidence in actions, fear of change, fear of proceeding along a path, options to consider when making a choice, not well thought out plan, physical obstacle, an emotional or spiritual blockage. All right. We'll burn there together. Okay, so. Oh, it is the side, whatever. Okay, again without the scythe is a dramatic rune, often associated with the color red and sometimes black. This rune could mean sudden changes, sudden endings, making a final decision, completing something, walking away from someone or something, danger, warning, proceed warily with caution, cutting away or removing, dramatic change. Boy, if that doesn't sum up the collective energy, I don't know what the bleep does. Jingo, jango, jingo. So that's the collective read for today. In your energetic, witchy, intuitive introduction, having fun. Medical intuition. And again, there's so many different ways for you to explore that. Don't limit it to what I'm giving you here. I'm just grabbing with what's literally like right in front of me. So just be open and have that integrity within yourself to stay true, because so many people here are programmed to talk you out of it. I can't stress that enough. I cannot stress that enough. People will come at you from all different angles. You'll get science up your ass. You'll get religion up your ass. You'll get astrology people up your ass. You'll get card readers up your ass. You'll get mom and dads up your ass. Your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your uncles, your aunties, your besties. You'll get everybody that does not want you in your sovereignty because they're scared of that. Because a lot of people hold some traumatic shit in their subconscious undercurrent, and they don't want you to see it. They don't want it to be witnessed. They themselves don't even want to look at it. Okay? And so you're going to have to push past that. Hi, baby. You're going to have to push past it. Now, that awakening love and light BS, good vibes only, that doesn't exist. It's never existed. Okay? There's going to be obstacles. This is an initiation. Okay? It's an initiated process. And there's going to be a lot of dark stuff to look at, because we have been trained not to look at the dark. And this is what's festered because of it. Okay? So the more we look at the dark, the better things become. Okay? And the harder the world will push back. Okay. There's even a saying right now that they want to bring back mental institutions, which are basically Nazi war camps for people who can see through bullshit. Okay, that's another. They want to make us seem mentally ill because society has created this horrible, horrible structure, and we can see it, we can see through it, and when it goes awry, it really hurts us. And that connectiveness is demonized horrifically by the entire structure, the entire system that this whole thing is built off of. So you will get pushback. Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Your job is to stay in your body and stay in peace and sovereignty. And find that balance of like not screaming at the people that are doing a shit ton of harm right now. Okay? Rather than do that, counter it, counterbalance it with something else that doesn't have to do with any sort of violence. Counterbalance it, get into your intuition, go look up, Google something while we still can, please. Okay? Find that way for yourself. You know, ask, where am I supposed to go with this? What am I supposed to do with this? I'm so angry, I need to move the energy. If it means you get up and bust your butt dancing or cleaning or whatever it is, do it. But if you need to get seriously committed to figuring out a problem that will not stop gnawing at you, then get curious. Buy some books or go to the library. Google some things. There's so much free information on the internet right now. It is astronomically beautiful. Get into it. If that's what feeds you, I don't have to tell you. If you are a mental person who needs mental stimulation, you are already in it. Because there's nobody stopping you. As a Gemini moon, there's nobody going to stop you. Nobody's going to stop you. Period. The end. If you're curious, you're going to find it. Period. The end. And it doesn't matter what gets in your way. Okay. But just for those of you starting out, you're going to have that mindset. No, I'm going to do this irregardless. I'm committed to this. I'm committed to whatever path it is that you want to take. And so many of us have to come to terms with it's for the betterment of humanity. This isn't a selfish endeavor. Nothing ever fucking is. That's where we've gone terribly, terribly, terribly wrong. We're selfish because we're not doing what the system wants us to do. But we are doing what's in our heart, because in actuality, it is very selfless. Because we are the ones that have to go through this. We're the ones that have to sacrifice. We're the ones that have to look at our loved ones and say, I have to go do this. It's literally killing me not to do this. Okay? So when you're faced with those choices and those pathways and the whatever else, and the rapid change does come, and again, I'm right there with you. I am burning in that fire all day, every day. That crossroads is right staring me right in the face. So I'm going to do what I can, leave as much good as I can here. And if you happen to not hear from me ever again, know that I am at peace wherever the fuck I am. Okay? Know that without a doubt. Okay? Serious business, legit. Okay? This is not anything that how do I put it? Instills fear. It instills more liberation, because I have a whole community of people that comprehend what the fuck is going on right now, and many of us are in the same freaking boat. Okay? So comprehending that, understanding that, knowing that this is the way the system was designed to work. Patriarchy does not value any sort of woman who is not being an appliance for a man. Okay, and they will continue to remind us of that until they eventually fall away. And that's just how it goes. That's the way the cookie crumbles, right? But in actuality, our seeds have already been planted, and there's no preventing them from spreading. No weed killer is going to come across and kill us off. Okay, it's just not going to happen. You know what's funny? They talk about super weeds now. That the chemicals they've been spraying have now created super weeds that won't go away. I keep thinking, I can never remember that it's kind of a scary movie. It's more hilarious than anything where they keep feeding humans to plants. There's a big freaking like Venus flytrap thing that keeps eating humans. Feed me, feed me. So that's I'm like, oh, see what happens, Larry. So so again, for as much authority sorry, Sophie's on the move. As much authority as we love to give the Nazi white coat community, they are truly doing weird things to the planet that we're just gonna have to wait and see. Human intervention is not always a good thing, guys. It's not always. It really isn't. So just remember that when you're moving forward. Human beings aren't really being allowed to make sovereign, sound decisions for themselves or humanity at this point. And I might be one of them. Who the fuck knows? Lady, put your fucking rocks down. What the hell are you doing? Go out there and slave away for the masses. Oh. It could be that. It could be. Definitely. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying my central nervous system says no. Okay? My central nervous system says I can't support that anymore. And my 12th house stellium also holds my sun, which is, it's the last route. It's the last time around. So, I will do what I can, where I can, and all of you sending me love and beautiful comments and likes and whatever else. I love you too. I'm sending you so much grace and gratitude and curiosity and exploration and all the yummies this world has to offer, because we're worthy of that. We deserve that, every last fucking one of us, even those bastards in the fucking masks, because if they knew they had access to it, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing. So wish that upon them as well. Okay, after you scream at the abyss about it. All right. So again, take the pressure off yourself, get safe in your system, and just have fun exploring. Play with colors, play with scents, play with all the things, okay? And learn your own path. Get your fucking freak flag out. You don't need to follow me. You don't need to do what I do. Just be your beautiful self, okay? I love you. Until next time, keep your flame.